Karen Hamilton, who was a matron at the jail. She was experiencing, and this is what triggered everything, she was experiencing having teenage children sometimes at the jail.
And she gathered some of us together and said, we have a young girl sleeping in a jail cell, unlocked, but sleeping there because there is no place for her to go. A teenager has run away from home and does not wish to return. However, he has just watched his parents be placed under arrest and taken away. There are juveniles with no place to go. Still another person has committed a minor offense. Where will they find the shelter tonight?
And that's when we all got together and raised money. We bought a house down at 212 East Street.
And there must have been something very electric because everyone said, we have to stop this.
It wasn't political. It wasn't about any kind of organization, religion. It was about kids.
The community was just fantastic as far as donating not only monies, but work, labor, building materials, things that we needed for the house, paint, etc. And so on April the 1st, 1987, it was opened for children.
It was just a lot of strong beliefs, a lot of work, a lot of determination. During all of those years, there were 3 times that we almost closed. It was very scary. But here we are, 30 years later.
One of my first meetings, Dinah Risk, who was a school counselor at junior high, was president of the board at the time. And we were just within a few weeks of having to shut our doors financially. And we informed our supporters that we were in pretty dire straits. And of course the community came through for us and we were allowed to keep the doors open.
Teenagers, to find a home for them, it's very difficult. Everybody, foster parents love babies, but they don't necessarily care for the work involved with the teenager.
The very first, when they're placed here, they're angry, they're upset, they're confused. But once they start seeing the routine, and sometimes that's the very first time that these children have had an actual routine, they become very fond of being here, and they know that they're in a caring place.
I go out to McDonald's or someplace like that. I have kids come up to me that's been here in the past, and they'll say, hey, I hated it when I was there, but I realize now that it was a good thing for me, and I appreciate what you guys done for me.
One thing that really makes me feel good is when I get out in the public and I'm in a store or something and I have one of them come up and tell me that we did make a difference, even if it was just teaching them how to make their bed. Or I had one kid that he said, if I hadn't been in the shelter, I wouldn't be around now.
We had an instance the other day. I was at a local gas station and one of our young men came up and was telling me his life, how he had, since leaving the shelter, had gained employment in Jefferson County, had gained a home and started to make a life for himself. And so those are the success stories that we like to hear.
And like so many stories that really, you think, my gosh, I've look at the effect that we've had on this life, plus so many others.
Everything we do here at Jefferson County Youth Shelter hinges off of our main mission, which is to provide a healthy and a caring environment and support the well-being of children and families in a safe environment. And doing this, we're able to provide certain attributes to the children as far as learning that there's a better way than some of the situations they've been taken out of, learning that there's opportunity, giving them hope. And that's where the passion is, and the passion is the kids.
I like dealing with the kids. Everything else on them, it's just,
usual stuff, you know, but I really enjoy working with the kids. It's like a family here. It's not like we're wardens over the kids or anything.
There's just so much to say in 30 years. It's hard to. I talked to Dr. Canada, Bob Canada, who's also very, very influential and worked very hard. He was a board member. And he said it so well. He said, when you walk in here and you see the kids laughing and you see the kids playing games and you see them in a structured environment with food on the table and help with homework, you know that this is all good.